Just want to thank everyone for coming and supporting us. It really means a lot. Dad, you're my hero. What you went through to get us safely over here. Not a lot of fathers do that. Just want to tell you I love you. The last time I saw you, you were sick. You couldn't sit up and feed yourself. I fed you. You could only eat about half a plate. And I asked you if you were full. And those were his last words to me. Just simple act, but so kind of heartfelt that those were his last words to me. Chopla, I'm full. He made my life possible with a beautiful family. You had a special connection with Luke, your grandson. Luke loves, if you guys know Luke loves world history, war history. He is just fascinated by his grandpa's background in Laos and fighting the communist regime. He asked me if he could plant an American flag tomorrow at the burial site. I told him, of course, he can. So, you got anything you want to say? So, si topic sa couple de look on can be a cheek. Come on, Dad, I love you. Sorry, I could take better care of you. I'll see you one day, Dad.
Nó có tú cử nó, để cũng xí nó có một lúc về lâu thì nó tú cử nó, để cũng sai kia này cũng nó bây giờ sai con sai, của chua nó, thì yêu to tu thú là Tristan Stephen, tu yêu của hậu lực from the cawv family. We send our lawv family the deepest condolences. We love you guys. And I want to thank everybody here. This right here wouldn't happen, especially like all the friends, family, my Arkansas buddies. You guys are family. And then the Texas, Oklahomas, Minnesotas, California. Yeah, I mentioned your family that I know you guys wouldn't be here. So I thank all of you. I thank all the singers, everybody that gave a speech. And like Stephen said, my father-in-law here, he's a man of few words, and so was I. So like Stephen said, we sat there and just looked at each other. But they said that pictures are worth 1,000 words, but our stares and smiles were worth 1,000,000. And I would always miss that. You know how shy each other was, we were happy. Because I said, both of us, and he would drink, he would try to give him one, but I told him I didn't drink either. So he would always offer one. I said, no, thank you, Dad. They said, okay, check off. I said, no, check, we have to check. So I would always miss that. And then, see, I would always miss the days where you start your fires. We always came and visit on a Thanksgiving or Christmas. It was always cold. So before we got there, Dad always had a fire going. And he would always start the fire. The mom painted each other that. So we would always have the warmest fire. So I will always miss that, Dad. And then like we would have our talks, and then we found like something in common. He said he loved fishing. My ears perked up. I said, so do I. So we would always talk about fishing, and then he would talk about all his hunting trips. And he told me that Cawv was the fishing guy. If I wanted to do fishing, to go to him. But yeah, I'll remember that. That not be likes hunting and everything. So he shared all his stories with me. And then you have to bring her every year, come visit me. So every year we made a 12-hour drive from North Carolina to visit them in Arkansas. We always came on Thanksgiving or Christmas, and it became like a religion. And I started meeting all my gang buddies and everything, and they became like a part of my family. And I love those boys to death. And then my uncles, my brother-in-laws, they never ever treated me like an outsider. So I was always, even my first day, when he shook my hand, and had to go that, oh, looks like Buka before. What? I've never met you. That's right. Okay, oh, I never knew that they said, okay, I give you my blessing. So I never felt out of place. They always made me feel like family. And then my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, I was never outsider to them either. So Zia, thank you for having such a great family and making me a part of your family. I love all of them, and they treated me just like I was always a part of yours too. And Mom, I love you too. I could never ever thank you. Every time I go home, you always ask about my health, well-being, all my kids, and something like that. I always appreciate Mom. Thank you, everybody.
Cú giờ gì tuần sai thì cú giờ tầm giờ thì bé nè, cú vừa đủ nó, cú mùi giờ gì dân gió thầu cột đó dòng sư chị cú tính dạy cú nè cú gì nữa là chị cú chỉ tận rằng cái nhóm đấy đi, chị cú mùi giờ gì cú mua lâu thứ tú ở tuần sai chị mua lâu thứ tuần nó ở tuần sai tuần thiên trời tu bộ họ mua ở tu chỉ tuần á, vậy cũng giờ thả cho cũng chỉ tại đây cũng chỉ cho ấy tuần này xé rong xé đỡ nửa lúc bây giờ nhiều sợ đỡ cũng chỉ thầu cũng chỉ cho nhau thế cũng nhiều người cho nhau tao người lúc trẻ cứ chỉ tao làm cho cũng từ đã làm sao nhau chị cứ số xong chị cứ một đạn chưa có một lon chưa sáng buổi giờ là có một lon chưa ô tô khu của tôi em nó mà xuất xong mà của tôi nó xuất xong gần gần buổi giờ là người thì giờ đạm một cho đu nên chị người nhau ô xuất xong của tôi nó xuất xong nó tất nhiên gì thôi người chỉ tao người làm cho của tôi đã làm sao nhá chị cũng thấy chỉ tao xuất xong nó thầm tới là cô hai trong người thì lâu rồi sau một đàn cho sống là rất xa nó về chỉ thằng nào cũng thấy chỉ tao cho sống nó rồi để cô chỉ nếu cô hai trong cô thì mình xài cô hay tôi năng xuyên rong xuyên đâu tôi thấy nhiều cô nhau nên tệ cô thấy lâu đi nó vì tôi cũng xuyên đó ngoài rồi con nhớ mình xua cái giờ mình xua ta lán xua cái giờ nó hao cha tôi chuyên số cái giờ nó tôi khi tôi ý như này vậy lúc này nó lòi mất cho rồi rồi cho lên một chế chỉ nhau ăn lại có nghĩa là dân bóng đi chuyện đó tôi đã đàn chưa tao nên té vậy dân bóng nữa nhóc hạt tư này xong một thọ nữa đàn chua ta chỉ người bỏ luôn nãy nhẹ gì người hai tiền mấy của chị thì mấy thâu ông gà một đứa chúa cho nó cho mà nương tôi mà nương mà gà lợ này chị bữa nay các cô chị nghe này cho lúc vậy sao nó này nhẹ là một số hay nít chú này rong rong xe nít chú này tiệt Mr. Lau ơi có xe rong thâu không lỡ giờ lựa tôi chị của tôi chỉ bỏ của hơi nhẹ rồi con gà của nó nhẹ lò chị cho số xong này có sao tôi thọ của một đàn cho lỡ có chị li cho số xong cho tôi chị có chị li chắc hàng một tôi đã rồi có sao tôi hay cú lỡ cũng chỉ là hay đi nơi đó của ấy thầu cũng chỉ có gì nó chị bây một có gì cũng chỉ chọn sai một gì nên rồi chị cũng chỉ cho hay cho但是cũng chỉ cho tôi mà cũng chỉ nó lu tại sao thầu cũng chỉ có gì này nó giúp bỏ tiền này xỉa này chị cô này thì nó cứ thấy thằng mồi nó chỉ cho rồi nó cứ hú nó cho tu chăm bè nữa chị thấy mình cố mình chỗ mình phòng nên nhắc cái tua nó nhìn giọt lắm anh hú là to bé mồi để thay để xỉa nữa nó ê cô gì cô hay được cô lú mà con là lộ lại con cứ chỉ tỏ cô tôi sửa coi mà mỏ tôi đâu có nói con tôi chắc lá là có hạt tiền cô chỉ nó cô chỉ sẵn nó vậy mất trò rồi đời chị cô nè tiền này bố kia nữa nó này chỉ bố cho nên chỉ cắn nó chính trai mà hôm nay chỉ cả nó mò vậy dùng món trái kia rau thì mò chỉ sợ món hay cho nó vậy nó cứ trộn vô rồi nó còn cái gì đi nó cũng nhóc cái tôi sửa người cũng cho bố mò cho nó ê cũng gì nó nói là lâu rồi có vậy bé à có lúc xưa luôn dưới bên dọn rồi mò có sao cái lúc bé à có xe rồi có chỉ cho thả đấy chỉ thôi có thả gì có thả có chỉ trong đó bé sẽ mù rong con mò hay bé lú có hay lên đó sự hay cũng mỗi tuần xài loại nữa giờ là hay bé lò đồ nữa là gì à đấy chỉ cái lẩu món là mình cả anh chỉ cho có lẩu món ấy là mình cả
lúc bây giờ phải rồi nhà thì cô chỉ bảo luôn không thì phải được cả nữa. So who is my grandpa? Most of you will say that he was an honorable man. He was a hard worker. He was a family man. And he was a veteran. For most of you, you may have only seen the quiet side, the serious side. Even with his own kids, that's the side that they knew. I'm lucky that I came into this world as his granddaughter, because when my grandpa was around his grandkids, the frown lines around his face softened. He beamed with joy for his grandkids, and the heavy weight on his shoulders became lighter. The joy of having grandkids confirmed for him that all of his sacrifices were worth it. I'm lucky that I got to see my grandpa smile. I'm lucky I got to see him open up to a softer side. My grandpa and I could joke around. When I was a younger person, I took the wrong path in life. I hung out with the wrong crowd, so my parents sent me to Hensley, Arkansas to live with my grandma and grandpa. I didn't know what to expect. I thought that they would be mad at me and think that I was a bad person. When I got there, I found my grandpa to be the most supportive, loving role model for me. He wouldn't let anybody talk bad about my sister and me. He let us know that just because we made mistakes doesn't mean we're bad people. He said, don't worry about your past mistakes. Worry about making a good life for yourselves. Grandpa only saw the best in us. And he was proud to tell people that he had the most beautiful granddaughters. When Grandpa was young, he was fighting for his people. He was fighting so his family would have freedom. He risked his life so that all of ours would be easier. I can only imagine how scared that he must have been and the things that he must have seen with his own eyes. The last time I had a conversation with my grandpa, I asked him, can you give us some words of wisdom, Grandpa? He said, the meaning of life is to be a good person, to have a good job, and love your family. You know, when you're young, you think that death is far away, that it's gonna be a long time before you die. But when you become older and you become a parent, you realize that death is closer than you think. But Grandpa said, don't be scared, don't focus on death. Focus on living every day as a good person and making the best of it. Thank you, Grandpa, for showing us love in your own quiet way. And thank you for shaping us into the people that we are today.